Hello friends, Cheryl here with inkedpulp again, and I am back with another KS4U.net design team project. This is project number 2 from my June goodies, and I thought we would make some lace and fabric snippets, or clusters, not really snippets, they're clusters. So I've got all sorts of stuff out here, my laces, I've got buttons and flowers, and I've just got a lot of everything out here. And so I'm just gonna, I don't have anything special in mind, I'm just gonna kind of wing it, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so here are my pieces of lace. Oh, before I get started, let me remind you that this is all of my KS4U.net. These are all of my laces and trims and stuff that Julie sent me for, well, some of them I bought and some of them were for my June design team project. But all of the products, or most all the lacy products, you can find at KS4U.net. I am adding a few things of my own, but she does sell a lot more than just laces and trims, so check out her store and see what you might like in there. I'm sure there's lots of goodies that will appeal to you. So let's get started. Alright, I've done these before with other projects, and what I want to do first of all, so these are going to be paper and lace. So I'm going to start off with a piece of paper on the bottom. So we're going to do that one. And that one. And let's do like a bright red one. Alright, my husband just got home from work and he is upstairs with a TV cranked, so I'm going to pause for a minute and let him know that I'm filming down here. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Thank you for your patience. Alright, so we've got one that's kind of the green, one that's got the white, and one that's got the red on it. So I'm just going to pile up some different, oh, and I've got this. This was from an auction that I won, and I wanted to use some of this Yep. Let me ink this up. So I'm going to use some of these pieces. I kind of want this to be vintage and almost like the shabby chic look, but some vintage with it as well. So let's okay. Let's tear this down. This one can say airmail. I recently bid on some online auctions and I got so much ephemera. And this was out of that ephemera. So we'll have that there. Since these are really old addresses, I'm not gonna worry too much about having the address on it, because they probably, well, maybe not. Let's say they're probably like renumbered streets or zip codes or whatever, but we'll put this one on. So I'm just gonna layer up some different papers and some ephemera. Let's see, I kind of wanted to do maybe some blue on here, and I have this blue. This is real stretchy lace. So let's put that down like that. And then I have this pink one that could go with the green. This is so much fun, just having all these supplies and being able to, you know, play through them or play with them. Let me see, this is the front. So we've got that and that. And then on the red one, I thought we could put a little bit of this is some eyelash trim. Different than any eyelash trim I've ever seen, but it is gorgeous. So we'll do this. Put that there. And that there. And then let's see, what else do we have? Where's the rest? There it is. Where's the rest of it? Okay, use that. Let's use some of this. Now on this one, I'm going to grunge it up a little bit with my seam ripper, because I want it to be somewhat grungy. So I'm going to rip the edges a little bit. And then what I think I'll do, not right this second, but before I put this down, I will ink it up a bit, make it look a little grungier. Okay, there's that. And if I grungy that up, that'll be nice. And then let's do one more piece of this. So all of these lace supplies that I'm using here, everything I've used so far except for the paper, is from KS4U.net. She's got some beautiful, beautiful laces. And I love, in fact, this whole package. Some of these I had bought because before she asked me to be on the design team, I did a shopping with her and I had ordered a bunch of stuff, and then she sent me the design team package. So all of this is from Julie. It's Julie McDonald at KS4U.net, and you can you know, go to her website and shop with her. And alright, let's see, where do we want to put this? How about, well, before I put these down, let me get my vintage photo out. And this is actually oxide. And I'm just going to kind of put it down in there and grunge it up a little, and we'll dry that. So there's that one. And where's the other one I did? It's up here. So I'm going to need a little bit more. That's funny, I'm seeing some of the yellow come out in here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's showing a little bit of yellow, and all right, there we go. Now, close your ears. I'm gonna do a quick bit of drying here. It's gonna blow everything all around. I love this, how it's, how it's got some yellows in it. Ooh. Oh, there's another thing we can do. You guys, I gotta show you my favorite thing to do. Alright, my stuff blew all over the place here, so let's get it back. Let's get this one. And then we had this. And the stamps. Then I had some of this down here. Look at how pretty that is. Okay. Then we had this here. Let me cut a couple of these longer pieces off. Oops. Okay. There's that so far. Now, let's see, do we want to do one more piece of that on this one or something different? Let's do something different. Let's put a piece of this pink, ouch, I cut myself. This is pink cotton. I'm just going to rough it up a little. And put that down there. That one on there like that. And then we've got our address. Okay, we're coming along here. Probably need a little more paper in here. So let's see, what do we want to do for paper? Let's see what I've got in my paper scraps here. Oh, here's some old book page we could put in there. Oh yeah, I like that. I like this one. See, I'm not really shabby chic girl, I kind of go more for the grunge, but you can take lace and make it grungy as well. It doesn't have to be there. There's a piece of that. Let's see what else I want here. I usually just look around my desk and see what I've got for papers laying on my desk. I'm not seeing anything that jumps right out at me, but hang on a second here. I don't know how this will look on there, but let's try it. I've got a little bit of that kind of fancy, I can tear that down a little at the top too, but I've got kind of that fancy gold paper that we can use, and then I have some coffee dyed paper. So let's ink this up, and I'm trying to keep these held together here. And let's put that under there. And then, let's see, we need something more in here. I've got this one that has a water stain on it. I'm wondering if we can use this one. So yes, I am a big proponent of just finding whatever's on your desk. I like to go in with this part showing, so let's, and crafting with all those yummy scraps that are on your desk, because we all have them. You know, I've tried really hard to work with a clean desk and clean my desk up and try to keep it that way, but I just came to realize that it's just not me. I can't work like that. I have to have lots of options around me. Anybody else like that? I'm not liking that one as much. Oh, here's some grungy. Here's some grungy. All right, now, so I've got all kinds of beautiful laces and some papers, and I want to show you something with those laces. I want to do something really fun with them for some more embellishments. Nope, I think I want it. See, then that covers up all of that pretty brown lace, and I don't want to do that. Okay, there we go. So we've got some gold paper, got some book page. Now, let's find, there it is. I'm just going to cut a smallish piece here, and I'm going to put my heat gun on it. I think this is a synthetic lace. And you can tell because it'll start to melt and curl up. And anybody who follows me on my channel knows that I love to take my heat gun and melt things. Alright, so this went here. And what about that as a little embellishment with a button in the middle of it? Let's see, I think that there. I like that a lot better. Wish that bubbled up a little bit more. Let me see if I can get it. And I have a this is like an industrial strength heat gun that they use like in construction and things like that. So this is not your normal crafting heat gun. And what I will say is that if you want some real power and you really want to crinkle things up, this is the way to go. But that being said, you have to be really careful with it because you can start fires with it. It gets really, really, really hot. So hot, in fact, that, oops, I almost did it. So hot, in fact, I have to lay it down on the floor to cool off because it's just so hot. And sometimes it'll touch a plastic bag and it just ruins it. It wrecks it. Oh, we're just going to put that right in there as a little something sticking out. It's just all crumpled up. Let's do another piece, a bigger piece. So I'm going to do this bigger piece and see how that's just crinkling right up? Now we can open it up again a little bit. But it has just melted all those little pieces. So there we go. We can put this up here like this. Well, come on. My fingers still have glue on them from my last video. There we go. And there's a little piece. Isn't that just sweet? And then I've got some little gold and copper buttons that there we go. So put that up there. Let me lay this down again because I've got it all messed up. So we want that. Actually, that was coming out that way. And we've got that going that way. And then this piece of paper. And then that. Then let's take this and instead instead of the metal, let me look at something here real quick, because I've got some pretty wooden buttons that have color on them. And I'm wondering if one of those wouldn't be pretty. Let's see what I've got in here. I think that's cute. Actually, let's do that one. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to start gluing this down. And I'm going to start with inking this. And so this is some paper and lace. I've done these with fabric and lace, paper and lace, paper and fabric and lace, ribbons. It's just fun to do. Okay, let's get all these bases down and then we can embellish a little more. Let's see, I think this needs to go this way. Once again, it's hard to tell which one is front, however, we won't see a whole lot of it, so I am going to go ahead and use Fabri-Tac just to avoid any issues. I think the art glitter glue does work just fine. It's just that it has to sit longer before it firms up, you know, dries completely to make the thing stick, and I don't have time for that. So don't have time to wait. Well, it's not that I don't have time to wait, it's that I don't have patience to wait. Sorry about the bells. That's my Ring device telling me that my husband's probably taken the dog out. Okay. Yeah, this one goes this way. Our dog is so funny. She loves to go out and play frisbee, and she's got a fenced-in backyard, but you know she would rather, I mean, she gets to play in that all day long when she's here. So when my husband comes home, she wants to go out front, and she wants to play. Alright, let's put this kind of down here like this. I love what happened to this lace with the ink because it's got some yellows, even a little bit of pink in it. It just came up with some really pretty colors. And isn't that the fun of it, that you just never know what you're going to get? Okay. I'm going to put this here. And then this one here. And then we're going to put down this. here. Okay, stay down. Let me put a clip on here to hold it. And then this little button right here in the middle. And this is a little wooden button that I covered with a napkin. Now, the last thing I want to do is put a flower up here. Let me see. Ooh, I've got a purple to kind of pull out that purple there. Let's do that one. So like maybe that. And a leaf. All right, what do we think about this little cluster? You guys like it? I hope so. I like it a lot. It's just got all these lovely laces and some papers and some postage stamps, and I'll go back around and tack these down where I need to. I'm wondering if it needs a couple more little tiny flowers. Hang on. I had some real tiny white ones. Not white, they were kind of off-white, but they were real tiny. And I was thinking that maybe, I'm not seeing them. Oh, maybe they're in my flower box. Maybe they are in my flower box. Let me look. Let me look at the back here. And see if there's some pink ones. All right, I'm going to pause for just a minute till I find those little white ones. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I did not find my little white flowers I was looking for, but I found this little itty bitty feather that I thought I would put in here. And kind of glue it down like that. All right, let's put that in. I think that will add a different, I like to have different kinds of texture in my pieces, not, you know, not like all buttons or all flowers. Like, you know, trying to find some different, come on, go down in there. Trying to find some different things that would look good and add a different type of dimension to it. And now that I've put this in there, I'm having one other idea, and that is these little pieces that I forgot about. This is an artificial piece of an artificial flower stem And actually, I didn't like that. Yep, I like this better than the feather. So I'm just going to pull that feather out, and I'll put a couple of these in there. These I found in the, it was over where the bridal section is, where they have all kinds of little stuff. I found, and it's a little stem like this, and it's got, you know, these little pieces on it that you can cut off and put down with a little glue. Oops, with a little glue. There we go. And I think one more. And then I really like that. That does it for me. That's better than the feather, I think. All right. There we go. I think that, cut that off just a little bit. All right. There is number one, all finished. Let's work on number two and get it finished. And then we'll get number three. This would be so pretty on a page. As a tuck spot in a journal. Actually, it goes that way. So don't be afraid to mix your, look, I want to show you guys something. Like I've got this little, you know, pocket that we made in my ABB group, but could you just imagine that? You know, putting that down on a page and then using it as a tuck spot. Isn't that gorgeous? That actually matches that really well. So, or you could put it as a, you know, topper at the top of a page, in the corner of a page. You could do all sorts of things with that. All right, here's this. Now let's do this one. Okay. And I'm not gluing down every little spot because I know that other things will go on it and the glue will seep down into it, so I don't need to. All right, there's that. And I think we're going to put this right up here. Maybe like that. Yep. Alright, and then we had that. And that. Let's glue this down to the paper first. Then we can glue the whole thing on the card. There we go. All right. We're losing that pink a little bit, but not too bad. And then we had this on there. And then I had this other little piece that I had well, let's figure out a flower for this first, and then I'll go back and figure out. Right, so I've got gold or a button. Now I could definitely put a gold button on here. And I think I want something with a darker red for the flower on here, or maybe a pink. Let's look at this one. Or isn't that pretty? I like that because it pulls from the reds and the pinks. So I'm just going to do it. I don't stop and think for a long time about what I'm doing. I usually kind of make a decision and then just go with it. Because I find that my first intuition is usually always the best. Okay, there's that. And then we could put this down here with little tiny gold button. I can find a little tiny one in here. Oh, look at that. And I don't know if I can cut this off. Oh, I can. Alright, so let's try. What do you guys think about that? You got the pink. So I'm just gonna sand down the back of this a little bit so it lays flatter. I usually go over to my metals desk and get out my rotary tool and sandpaper and do it that way, but since we're here, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, so I could either put it like that, no, or I could, nah, I don't like it, it's too much. It's just too much. that one keeps popping up. How about that one? Yeah, I'm ruining my scissors, I think. You know what I could do is look for a... Let me do that. Let's look for a small... Or I think I'm just gonna go with this. Nope, I'm not. I'm not either. I think this might be it. I think I like that because it pulls this red, it pulls the red from where it says airmail. So I think I like that. Yep, let's put that under there. Get off of my fingers. That's the other thing I hate about Fabri-Tac. Man, it sticks to your fingers. And it's a bugger to get off. Okay, let's actually put it down that way. Put glue on this again. You know, sometimes it's these little tiny pieces, like this little piece of lace, that just really, I don't know, just adds, it's all the details that really add to a piece, I think. All right, I absolutely love that. Look at that. Got our gold up here, some fuchsia pink, some pink here, red in the back, reds down here. I love it. So that's piece number 2. Let's get the third one done real quick. All right. I'm making a mess. I always do that. When I work, it's like when I cook, I have every pan, every measuring cup, every mixing bowl. I have everything out. And my kitchen looks like a bomb went off when I'm done. And I craft the same way. I have to get all these different things out. I watch people who will take out just a certain set of things, like certain stickers or certain papers, and that's what they craft with. I'm like, man, I can't do that. I cannot do it, unfortunately. All right, let's get this down real quick. I probably should have just tackled 2 of these, but that's all right. All right. All right, now I've almost forgotten what we were going to do with this one. Let's see, I think we had this like this. I think we had this up here, this down here, something like that. All right, let me get this dotted with glue in a few places and stuck down. I can't wait to use these. And hey, let me tell you guys also, I do a daily live stream, and I do it every day, every weekday except Thursday. And it's from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. on my channel. And it's very, very interactive. We do stuff like this, just what I'm doing here. Only I get the audience's inputs. Like, do you like this? Do you like that? Anybody have any other ideas about, what we should use? And we just have a lot of fun. We interact and we... Okay, I'm going to put that there, but then I'm going to put a flower here. A flower or... Nope. Nope. Let's see. I had that flower that I just had out, and I know I dropped it on the floor when I was moving around. There it is. What about that right there? Because that goes with the pink. I like it a lot. So you can hardly see the paper underneath on this one, but that's okay. And then, let's see, I want to do, hang on, I'm going to pause you for a minute, and I'll be right back, because what I need is not on my table. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I found what I was looking for, but I also found these little gemstone flowers, and I love these things. And rather than just leaving that, I thought I could add a little more texture by putting that kind of blingy flower right in the middle. And that'll give us just a little more texture, a little more bling. And then I found these little enamel dots, and I love these things. I use these all the time. Oops, that one's a little dirty. Let's see if I can clean that off a little, because I like that color. Oh, maybe this is the same color. And I like that size. Whoops. Whoops. I hope I didn't lose my enamel dots. I did not. Okay, let's get another one of these. There. I like that, actually. I like that with the enamel dots. So sometimes people will ask me, like, where do you get your like inspiration or your ideas from? And one of the things, you know, I see a lot of people that do like de-stash sales, and I will tell you I'm not a big fan of de-stash sales. I mean, I sell, but I sell things that I've gone out and purchased at, you know, yard sales, not yard sales, estate sales and thrift stores and, um, you know, things like that. And, yep, I like that. And so I buy them specifically to sell. I had, you know, like no intention of ever keeping them. But on my stash, I like to, nope, nope. Okay, gotta try those little things. Keep everything, because you just never know when a piece is gonna be just right. So I'm done. That's it. I'm excited. Let's look at the 3 that we made. A couple of them came out kind of pinkish and red. This one came out blue. I had planned to do pink and green on this one, but that's okay. This one came out kind of pink and red. So let's look at these up close. Here's this one. Here's this one. And here's this one. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and try some paper and lace clusters and get your little flowers and buttons and all kinds of fun stuff out, and have a go at it. And check out KS4U.net and check out her beautiful laces and all the other things that she sells. Maybe you'll find some fun things to do these clusters with. Thanks for watching. Like I said, thumbs up please. Love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.